Are you interested in creating virtual tours, but you don't know where to begin? In this video, I'll guide you through the challenges that I faced while going from zero experience to becoming a competent virtual tour photographer. We'll talk about gear, methods, and post-processing. And if any of that is unfamiliar to you, don't worry, we'll take it one step at a time. First things first, choosing a camera. I already owned a DSLR camera, but I wanted to see if I could find a solution that was lighter, simpler, and faster without sacrificing quality. So the first big decision for me became DSLR versus an all-in-one 360 camera. First, let's talk about the DSLR camera. It's heavy, it's kind of expensive, but it's intelligent with all kinds of buttons and menu features to learn. It shoots HDR images, which stands for high dynamic range, and that helps you find all the subtleties in the whitest whites and the blackest blacks of your photo. You can shoot in auto mode, or you can learn what they call the golden triangle, which is finding the balance between shutter speed, aperture, and ISO settings. The longer learning curve required to learn the golden triangle will actually give you a lot more control over mixed lighting situations. With the DSLR setup, you're going to need a tripod adapter, and a lens ring. The tripod's the easy one. Keep it simple and inexpensive if you can. The important thing is that your tripod has a leveling bubble because the camera has to stay level while you're shooting. Also, to shoot the perfect panorama, the camera has to rotate around the position of its sensor. So to accomplish that, you need a lens ring and a tripod adapter. Here's my Nikon D5300 with a Sigma fisheye lens. You can see the lens ring and how the camera is turned sideways. That allows for 180 degrees of vertical capture. The Ninja Nodal R1 adapter clicks every 60 degrees horizontally, helping you shoot the perfect photo. Mine is mounted on a Surveyor's fiberglass tripod. Is that overkill? Yes. You can use a simple photographer's tripod, but I already had this one for larger 3D laser scanning jobs, so that's why I'm using it here. Overall, a pretty heavy and expensive virtual tour camera rig, but is it worth it? Let's talk about 360 cameras. They're small, lightweight, affordable, and they're pretty easy to use. There's fisheye lenses on either side of a solid body. Images are captured simultaneously through each of these lenses and stitched together later in your computer. The best part is there's only 2 buttons and it has voice control. Check this out. GoPro, take photo. The tripod for the 360 camera can be really simple because the camera is lightweight and it doesn't need to rotate. I actually used a microphone stand and the included GoPro selfie stick because that's what I had available at the time, but a photographer's light stand is also recommended. We've been talking about 2 different types of cameras, but shooting the virtual tour is pretty much the same for both. First, walk through your space and make mental notes of where you're going to start and where you're going to end. Then, set your tripod height to shoot at 60 inches. Check your settings and make sure you're shooting in your camera's RAW format. Shoot a panorama in every room. Shoot additional panoramas at connector areas, like hallways, the tops and the bottoms of staircases, and just inside the front door. Don't forget to shoot a couple of overall shots that capture everything in context. After shooting your virtual tour, it's time to head back to your computer and do some post-processing. For the DSLR method, you'll need a software called PTGui. It's a one-time purchase, it includes some great tutorials, and there's also a free trial available. Within PTGui, you will edit HDR images and then stitch individual photos together to make panoramas. If you decide to go with a 360 camera like the GoPro Fusion 360, post-processing is even easier. Head to your computer and download GoPro Fusion Studio. This free software will help you stitch together the front and back images. Although there's less control than PTGui, it's fast and easy, and stitching together all your photos should take less than 10 minutes. We now have our panoramas all set to make our virtual tour, but which virtual tour software should you choose? I chose Kula because it felt professional, user-friendly, and it has a low monthly price. After uploading your images, add a label to each image, add navigation or what they call hotspots. You can enter more information or labels onto the tour. You can even add a sun effect, which really sells it. Then you can share your tour with a link. Easy stuff. Okay, so here's my breakdown. If you're a professional doing site documentation for forensics or construction or architecture, or maybe you're making real estate listings, go DSLR. If you're an athlete or a traveler, or you're just trying to share cool experiences on social media, go 360. And by the way, the 360 camera can shoot 360 video, something the DSLR camera is not capable of. It's almost time for you to make some decisions. But before you do, take a look at the tours that I created with the DSLR camera versus the tour that I created with the 360 camera. Check out the price and weight breakdown that's included, along with my list of pros and cons, and then ultimately weigh that against what your final goals are with virtual tours. I hope this video helps speed you through some of the decisions that pop up when getting into virtual tour photography. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to ask questions in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and good luck.